Saturday, my daughter's birthday. Sparkling lemonade, gold shimmer, big reveal planned. And what I got was a gold island, a clump floating there like a lily pad. And when I finally broke it up with a spoon, it sank.
So you're here to file a complaint.
I'm here for a refund on the laws of physics. Why does drink glitter clump? Why does it sink? And please don't tell me I stirred wrong.
Welcome to the Monégasque Table. Today is the troubleshooting clinic. Clumps, sinkers, and shimmer nobody can see. We're fixing all three before your next party.
I brought receipts and a grudge.
Then here's the answer up front, so nobody has to wait for it. Clumping is almost never a bad jar. It's a delivery problem. Too much powder, too fast, in one spot. The fix is a thin sprinkle and a stir. And sinking isn't a defect either. This is a mineral, roughly 3 times heavier than water. The fix is bubbles, timing, or a swirl on the way out. That's the verdict. The rest of the episode is the how.
Hold on. Delivery problem sounds a lot like you did it wrong, which sounds a lot like blaming me.
Half of it is technique, and nobody teaches the technique, so that half's not on you. Let's replay your lemonade in slow motion. You opened the jar and poured a pinch into one spot, right in the middle.
Like a normal person seasoning soup.
Right. But a drink's surface isn't soup. It has a skin, surface tension. A dry pile of powder lands on that skin, the outside of the pile gets wet and seals, and the inside stays bone dry. You didn't add glitter to the drink. You built a tiny raft on top of it.
A raft I then attacked with a spoon.
Which is why it went down in pieces. So, the 3 fixes, in order. 1, less. The serving guidance on the listing is 0.1 grams, a real pinch. Most clumps I've seen are 4 or 5 servings dumped in one splash. 2, spread it. Sprinkle from a few inches up, across the surface, never one spot. No pile, no raft. 3, motion. Stir first, then sprinkle while the liquid is still turning, and the flakes pull apart and ride the current instead of huddling.
Okay, but can I read you a number? Because I did homework this week.
The floor is yours.
There's an analysis of about 2,400 reviews across this whole category. Glitter problems, clumping, settling, sparkle that just quits, run about 10.8% of the negative mentions. Roughly 1 complaint in 10. So this is not a me problem. Something about these jars sets people up to fail.
No argument from me. And here's what I think it is. A jar of glitter looks like a jar of sprinkles, and sprinkles you dump. Nothing on a shelf tells you this is a stir-in, not a topping. The technique takes 5 seconds, but somebody has to say it out loud once, and a serving line in small print isn't where anyone learns it.
Fine. Clumps. Solved. Now the sinking. Because that part felt personal.
Sparkle lab time.
The lab is open.
3 numbers explain everything your lemonade did. First, density. This powder sits between 2.8 and 3.4 on a scale where water is 1. Call it 3 times heavier than the drink it's in. So gravity always wins eventually. A flake that stops moving will settle. Second, it's almost insoluble in water. It never dissolves, never disappears. It just travels. And third, the flakes in drink glitter run 50 to 500 microns. Wide, thin, light for their size. Shapes like that fall slowly and catch light the whole way down. That's the design. A flake built to stay visible in liquid. It just needs the drink to cooperate.
Cooperate how?
Movement. Anything that keeps the liquid turning keeps the flakes up. Bubbles are the easy win. Champagne, Prosecco, sparkling lemonade, seltzer. The carbonation stirs the glass all night. In a still drink, you get the sparkle you make. Add the pinch right before serving. Swirl the glass as you hand it over and let it land while it's dancing.
And when it does settle? Because at some point, it will.
Then you stir, and it all comes back. That's the gift hiding inside almost insoluble. Sugar dissolves and it's gone. Glitter just waits at the bottom. A settled drink isn't a ruined drink. It's a paused one.
Okay, then let me build my actual party. because my house is not a cocktail bar. My drinks table is a punch bowl of still lemonade with a ladle, sitting out for 2 hours next to a stack of paper cups. Nobody is swirling anything. If glitter needs motion, then for my table, this product does not work. Say it.
For that bowl, exactly as you run it, you're right. That's the round you win, Dana. A self-serve still bowl that sits untouched is the one place glitter can't save itself. It'll be a shimmer carpet on the bottom before the cake comes out.
Thank you. I want that in writing.
You'll get a plaque. But before you retire the bowl, 2 rescues. 1, stir the bowl right before the big moments. The toast, the cake, the photo. 5 seconds of ladle buys minutes of swirl. 2, skip the bowl and glitter the cups instead. A pinch in each empty cup, ladle the punch on top, and the pour does the stirring. 1 perfect drink at a time.
The pour is the stir. Okay, that one's genuinely usable. Now, second grudge. The listing says you can double the serving for a richer color, which reads a little like having trouble? Use more product. Doubling empties my jar twice as fast, and if clumping comes from too much powder, isn't doubling exactly how I got my lily pad?
Fair suspicion. Wrong mechanism. Doubling a thin sprinkle onto a moving drink just deepens the color. Doubling a one-spot dump builds a bigger raft. The amount was never your problem. The delivery was. And the math stays gentle either way. At 0.1 grams a serving, a 10-gram jar pours about 100 drinks, around 15 cents a glass. Doubled, that's about 30 cents, and the jar still covers 50 drinks. You'll lose it in the junk drawer before you use it up.
The junk drawer has claimed braver things than glitter.
Now the honesty segment. Who should skip it? If your drinks are opaque, cola, coffee, anything chocolate milk colored, skip the glitter. Nobody can see shimmer through a dark drink. If your serve is a still, self-serve pitcher or bowl that sits for hours untouched, skip it there too, or use the cup trick. And if the whole party is set it and forget it, put the sparkle where gravity can't touch it. The cupcakes, the strawberries, the rim of the glass.
Scorecard. I walked in wanting a refund on physics. Where I landed. 1. Clumps are a delivery problem, not a defect. Less powder, sprinkled thin onto a moving drink, and 0.1 grams really is plenty. 2. Sinking is density, not failure. Bubbles and timing keep it dancing, and because it never dissolves, 1 stir brings a settled drink back to life. 3. My caveats stay. Still punch bowls and dark drinks don't get glitter. They get glittered desserts.
That's the clinic. And the reviewer wisdom across this category backs you up in 6 words. A little goes a long way. If you want the flake that's actually built for the glass, the Monégasque iconic gold 10-gram jar is on Amazon, the big flake kind, made to stay visible in a drink.
And next time, my daughter watched me stir all of this into her lemonade and asked the one question I couldn't answer on the spot. Is edible glitter safe to eat?
The big one. Bring her questions. We'll bring the answers. Quick note before we go. This show is produced by the team at Monégasque with AI-crafted hosts, and every number you heard was checked by humans against the documents. See you at the table.